My name's Gabrielle Wang and I am a children's author and illustrator. I'm also the Australian Children's Laureate for 2022 and 2023, which is somebody who travels all over Australia talking about the love of reading and the love of writing and the love of story. When I was at school, I was a really poor reader, which is probably surprising when you think that I'm a writer myself, but I was a very slow reader, and the books that I loved when I was young in primary school, were the ones that had illustrations in them. And so that's what I do with my books, because they're the books that I liked to read when I was young. Probably poetry was one of the first things that I was introduced to as a very young child, because my mum would read Winnie the Pooh and all those little poems, and I just fell in love with poetry then. I think that writing poetry is really good because it's almost like you're reaching into your heart and pulling out the words directly from your heart, because you don't have to have many words with poetry. You don't really have to follow rules. I'm going to read you two poems. One rhymes and one doesn't rhyme, but they both have a rhythm. I have a little sailing boat. It is not a sturdy thing, but I'll put up the sail and follow the whale. I wonder what adventures she will bring. And the second one is: to hear her song, look into her eye. Where have you been? Where are you going? I would ask her. What truths, what mysteries of this world can you teach me? I think it's wonderful that there's a poetry competition for Victorian students. Entering will give you the experience. The other thing is that by entering, you are giving yourself permission to say, I'm a poet, I'm a writer. Imagination is a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it grows. So please enter the competition. It's a fantastic opportunity to exercise your imaginations and your words and the power of story.